We y'all can see the title of this episode just live. We're about to get a Surf Smoke game on the ground from Hungry House. We just got the pound and are ready for the next round. Uh, real talk. And the reason why it's called real talk is because this situation has brought up a couple of things that I want to get into. Uh, namely, the first was good. Namely, the first thing I want to talk about is overcoming technical difficulties. Now, a lot of times in life, whatever the case may be, excuse me, you're going to have a lot of technical difficulties. And that's just how it goes because life is full of technical difficulties. They're also called challenges, they're also called roadblocks, different things that you need to learn how to get around. You have different options, you got different outlets, you got different things you can do, and you need to explore your options. And if you don't explore your options, guess what? You're never going to get around it. If you don't figure out what you can do in place of what you can't do because that obstacle is there, then you're going to be stuck. And nobody likes to be stuck. Nobody likes to be in place. I don't know about y'all, but I like being able to move forward. I don't like feeling like I'm being held back or I am held back because of some stupid shit. So you got to figure out a way to move around that obstacle. And a lot of y'all, you'll try something, try a couple of different things, maybe like two different things, and they don't work. And you're just like, man, fuck this shit. I don't want to do this shit no more. Fuck this shit. I don't feel like doing this. Whatever the case may be, right? And that's exactly why you are stuck. That's exactly why you are where you are. Because you're not actively trying to pursue a solution. You're not actively trying to climb over that brick wall or go around that boulder that's blocking the road. You're lazy. That's all it comes down to is you're lazy. The second that a challenge comes up, you're like, oh, fuck this shit. I'm turning around. And you start going back the other way down the road where you came from. You start going backwards. There is no progress in going backwards. There's only progress in going forwards. And these challenges, these technical difficulties, they prove your ability to adapt. They prove your ability to think, what can I do? What doesn't work? Okay, well I tried this and that. That doesn't work. Let me sit here and think. Let me figure out. Let me do some research. Whatever the case may be. And you'll find the solution. Whether it's by thinking, coming up with different ideas, whether it's by research, seeing what other people may have tried and try that, see if it worked, or just talking to somebody else. But either way, you got to figure out a way around that roadblock because you're gonna be stuck. That's 100% facts. So when you got a technical difficulty, don't throw in the towel. Don't say fuck this shit. Because I guarantee you, everybody out there who has made it, everybody out there who's a billionaire, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, fucking Mark Cuban, and all them other billionaires, your boy Donald Trump. Donald Trump has ran into technical difficulty after roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. And guess what? He is still pushing forward. He didn't say, fuck you guys, I'm not running for president. No. He said, we still gonna do this shit. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's still doing this shit. So don't be lazy. Don't give up too easily. And don't let out Keisha whenever you keep struggling because that's not going to help matters at all. A lot of y'all will get mad and start chucking shit across the room. When your phone don't work, y'all going to sit there and punch the screen. You're going to chuck it through the wall. It don't make no sense. When your TV don't work, you're going to punch a hole through it. It don't make no sense. All you're doing is causing more damage. And then it don't even make you feel better because then you're like, what the fuck did I just do that for? You got to be able to keep your emotions in check while you are trying to figure out a way around that roadblock because it's going to be frustrating. It's going to be very frustrating. But I guarantee you, once you figure it out, man, there ain't nothing. There ain't no other feeling like yeah, hell yeah, I finally got it. And you can't get that feeling if you give up. So stay on the grind. Stay on the solution. Number two is staying on the grind. A lot of times, And when I say a lot of times, it's always at the beginning of the year. Y'all come up with this whole New Year's resolution bullshit. I tell you what, that at the start of the year, everybody and their mom is at the gym. Everybody and their mom is out running the track, doing this and doing that, trying to get in shape. And then guess what? After the first month, they fall off. But that's not just with the gym. That's with everything they're trying to do. That's with their careers that they want to build up, social media, music, maybe it's an actual business, whatever the case may be. They fall off. You know why? Because they never had it in their fucking hearts to do this shit. They never had it in here and in here to fucking do it. That's a fact. The only reason why they were saying that shit is because other people were saying that shit. The only reason why other people were doing that shit is because other people were doing that shit. The reason why they were doing that shit is because other people were doing that shit. But you know what I mean? They're followers. They would much rather be in a herd of people not going nowhere than be on their own and actually go somewhere. And that's a shame. It is a shame. And then they wonder why their life sucks. Wonder why they're stuck. You got to stay on the grind. You have to put it here and here. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do right here. Yeah. Boom. Get your ass up on out of here, fool. Yeah. No, you thought you was funny. You thought you was doing something. But no, man, you have to stay on the grind. There's going to be times where you want to stop. There's going to be times where you want to just take a break. And oftentimes when you take a break, guess what? That's going to lead to you stopping, because when you take a break, you don't want to get back up. You don't want to keep going. It's like when you're running on the treadmill or you running the track and you trying to get it done in a timely manner, but you want to slow down and walk for a minute. Guess what? When you start walking, it's going to take you forever to start running again, because you don't want to start running. Because that walking feels good. That break feels good. You got to stay on it until it's done. That's 100% facts. You know why? Because and the only person who's going to do it is you. The only person who's going to get it done is you. You can't pay somebody to go run for you. That's not how it works. You can't pay somebody to go lift weights for you. That's not how it's going to work. You can't you can't pay somebody to build your own social media up, because guess what? You're going to run out of money. And you don't even got money to pay somebody for it. So what the fuck do you look like trying to get somebody to do it for you anyways? The only person who's going to do it is you. That's 100% facts. So it's important to stay on the grind. It is 100% important to keep your mind focused on the long-term goal. Most people do not have the ability to see long-term because they want short-term results, because that's what this generation is all about. People got hooked on short-form content, which in turn got them hooked on short-term results, which doesn't even provide anything anyways. Short-term results often don't last very long, because if you get short-term results and your social media blows up and you ain't even been on the grind for that long, you're gonna get complacent. You're gonna start feeling like you're the shit. And guess what? You're gonna stop uploading on social media. You're gonna stop streaming. You're gonna stop working on your business. You're gonna stop going to the gym. When you start seeing them gains finally coming in after a couple of months of work, just a couple of months of work, or when you start seeing that weight getting lost just after a couple of months of work, you're gonna start getting complacent. You're gonna start thinking you the shit. Oh yeah, I don't gotta go to the gym as much now because I finally lost some weight. That's what happens with short-term results. Is it makes you complacent. That's why people who have worked a long ass time to get to where they are, and they finally blow up on social media, their business finally takes off, they finally get the body they've been wanting in the gym, they understood the work that it took to get there. So in turn, they understand the work that it takes to maintain it. That's why their shit always lasts way longer than your short term results. I can't fucking talk. Stay on the grind. A long term grind is always better than short term. That's 100% facts. And you can't prove me otherwise. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is jealousy causes retardation. I've seen it a lot. People get jealous over stupid shit. It would even be people in your own circle who would get jealous over some bullshit because you either achieved something that they've been wanting to achieve but haven't been able to. Uh, you finally got a female and they don't have a female, or you got a female that you was hollering at but they've been wanting to holler at, and so now they're jealous. People will snake you over dumbass shit. That's why, especially in this generation, because in this generation, everybody is out for themselves. Everybody is out for themselves. What can they do to get ahead of the game without giving a fuck about who they step on? It don't matter how long you've known somebody for. If they got that jealousy in here, they gonna step on you. They gonna turn a knife in your back. They gonna pull you down. But the crazy thing is, they're gonna do it in a way that you won't even realize that it's them doing it because they're that sneaky. They're that slick. They are that desperate to get ahead of you. Isn't that some shit crazy? People are so jealous, especially people in your circle, that they will pull you down, they will step on you, they will turn a knife in your back, whatever the case may be. And they will do it in a way that you don't even know it's them doing because they're that desperate to get what you have or get to where you're at. And another thing that they'll do is if you make it somewhere and you bring them with you, once you bring them up with you, they gonna leave you. They gonna turn their back on you because that's the only thing they had in their mind was getting to that point, no matter the cost. It don't matter how long you've known somebody for. If they have jealousy in their heart, guess what? It's gonna lead them to do retarded ass things. You could think that you know somebody from head to toe, but if they got jealousy in their heart, they're gonna show it. That's why it's always important for you to watch who you're around, who you keep around you. Because not everybody that's your friend is meant to be your friend. A lot of times they be snakes in disguises. A lot of times they be agents sent to derail you. A lot of times, and a lot of times they're just genuinely jealous, and it's crazy. It's absolutely wild. You know, I've seen people who have been like this become separated all in the name of jealousy, all in the name of goofball shit. And it's crazy. But that's the world that we live in. Everybody's out for themselves. Loyalty does not exist anymore. That's 100% facts. Loyalty does not exist anymore. And another thing I want to speak on is people who sit around. You'll notice some places where you go, there's going to be some people who sit there and they think that you're so cool. They're dick riding, but that's only because they want to be down. And this is why it's not cool. It's not good to have those people around you because they're not real. They're not about anything. They're just trying to be a groupie. See, when you are somebody who is real, who stands on business, they like the energy that you're giving, right? They appreciate. They might not appreciate it, but they like it. It makes them feel good when they're around that type of energy because they can't be real. It's not in them to be real. They say that they are real. They say they want to be real. They say they're this, they're that, but they're really not. And if you keep these people around you in your circle, when it comes down time to stand on business, they ain't gonna be nowhere around. They're gonna be gone. When you ask them, hey bro, can you do me a solid real quick? You call him up to ask him a favor, that phone's gonna ring till it hits voicemail. You send a text, ask them, can they do something for you real quick? It's gonna stay on delivered, or it's gonna stay on red. But then when you come around, they're gonna act like nothing even happened. They're gonna act like, oh no, man, I didn't see your phone call, I didn't see your text, I didn't see this, I didn't see that. Uh-huh. You just ain't standing on business. And once you realize that somebody in your circle or around you is like that, just cut them off. Whether it's somebody at work, if it's somebody at work, just ignore them. Give them the least amount of interaction that you possibly can. If it's somebody in your circle, cut them off. Don't fuck with them no more. That's 100% facts. Because those people, if you get into a situation where you need them, they're not gonna be there. They only thinking about themselves. They only thinking about themselves. And it's funny because a lot of times them people be basement dwellers. That's 100% facts. Them people be basement dwellers. Now, another thing I want to talk about is this whole Ryan Garcia Devin Haney rematch, right? Everybody sits around and says Devin Haney's this, he sucks, he's blah blah blah. Ryan Garcia's a cheater, he was on drugs, he's this, that, and the third, whatever, right? This rematch is gonna really prove who's good and who sucks. Now, I believe that Ryan Garcia is a genuinely talented, hard-working boxer, right? Devin Haney could be too, but he might not just be on Ryan's level. A lot of y'all will be in comment sections arguing about who's better. You're in a comment section arguing with nobodies, with other, but you are a basement dweller arguing with other basement dwellers about which man is better than. Isn't that pretty fucking gay? You grown ass men arguing about which man is better than the other man. Like we're on some fucking bachelor show or some shit. I don't know, some fucking Love Island bullshit, except for homos. Like, you can't make this up, bro. Y'all will be willing to crash out over somebody that don't even know you exist. Can't make it up. I, however, am interested to see this rematch. Devin Haney could prove to be way better than he was before. I mean, it's been plenty of time since that last match that they had. He could have gotten way better, or he could still get whooped. Who knows? The only thing that we'll be able to tell that is time. But y'all gotta chill out. I see comment sections just straight toxicity of y'all sitting around arguing. And then you look in the mirror and wonder why you look like that. Like, come on, bro. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up, bro. Now, another thing. This whole TikTok shit, right? Everybody's talking about, oh, TikTok's gonna get banned. Oh, TikTok this. We're gonna miss TikTok. Whatever the case may be. Who fucking cares if it gets banned or not? Y'all whole lives revolve around a fucking social media platform. Oh, I'm gonna miss TikTok. They're doing it the same way they did Vine and Musically and all these other dumbass platforms. Good. Maybe y'all will get outside and touch some fucking grass for once. Maybe y'all will go out there and get a fucking job for once instead of dwelling in your mom's basement living off of hot Cheetos and Mountain Dew. You guys are so plugged into the matrix, it's not even funny. You wake up and the first thing you do is scroll on TikTok. First thing you do is scroll on Twitter. Now, if it doesn't get banned, cool. If it does get banned, cool. I don't care. If Elon Musk buys it, cool. I'll be able to talk as much shit on there as I want to. I don't care. Either way it goes, I ain't phased by it because I don't base my whole life on fucking TikTok. When you base your whole life around something, guess what? Especially if it's something like whether it's money, materialistic things, social media, food, whatever the case may be. When you build your life, your whole life around something, you give other people the ability to take your life away. Instead of building it based upon God and yourself, you give other people the ability to take it away. All it takes is for the government to snap their fingers and say TikTok's gone. And there's going to be a hell of a lot of people out there who crash out because of it. Because their lives have been taken away because they gave the ability for someone to take their life away. You got to build yourself. You got to build your foundation based on something that cannot be taken away. You know, Dewberry said something similar. He said, I don't remember exactly what he said. I'm paraphrasing. But he said, whether I had $1 or $1,000,000 doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, I'm still me. I'm still real. I don't base my life off of money because that can easily be taken away. And if he based his life on money and that should get taken away, then who is he? Nobody. He based his life off of his morals, his principles, and the fact that he stands on business. That's 100% facts. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, your mummies, your aunties, your grannies, and everybody else that y'all know. And I'm gonna get up on out of here. Deuces.